Good morning, YouTubers. How are you doing this morning? Go over my toolbox this morning for insurance purposes and show you guys just a little bit. Start out in my top drawer. We got the crow's feet, the old school Craftsman. These are, and I've had these probably 15-20 years. These have been made in the USA. It's got the USA stamping on it. I know some of them nowadays, I've looked at them, they don't have the USA stamping on them. But as you can see, I've had them for a while. There's a couple oddball ones in there. That's just, they've skipped, and I've lost some over the years, but you get the idea. I made these racks. I got these racks here at Tractor Supply.
No problem.
And it goes from 1/4 all the way up to, I believe it's 1 inch, and then I have the 24 here because I was too lazy to take it off to put it over on this rack. But we've got your all your standard here and all your metric, and then I've moved the 24 over to this side. These are some of just miscellaneouses, different size. We've got a lot of, these are all miscellaneouses also of your, I believe these are the metric ones. Got metric here, and then I've got the star. And I got from, I believe it's, can't even hardly see it here, T10 all the way up to, I believe it was, yeah, T55. I got a lot of miscellaneous here that I use, you know, like your 5/16, 5/8. I've got a lot of the ones you put in your impact wrench, or you can put that in your drill and put a socket on it. I use them quite a bit. I've got both sizes. These are handy for when you're drilling holes and stuff to, you know, countersink bits. I really like them a lot. I've got every size in them. Also, I've got this set here. I think it's like 11/16, 3/8. I think this one's 5/8. And I really like these a little bit better than the snap-on ones because they fit on the nut or bolt, and they work really well. I move over to my new monster rack that I just got. I like these because they lock in place. You just turn them and lock them, and they don't, you know, and if I want to take this whole rack out, I can pick it up and take it out. And then I've got miscellaneous, you know, extensions and what have you on here right now. I've got metric and standard here, these also. I've just recently through Snap-on and purchased the locking wobbles, I believe it is how you say it. And I've used these a couple times, and I really like them a lot. The wrenches and stuff I have, I mean, you can see a miscellaneous, you know, the good old Snap-on green. I really like this one a lot. I use it quite a bit, but I think out of my old school ones, and I've had this one for a long time, I'm not sure who makes it or whatever, but it kind of reminds of me the old school Snap-on. And this thing is just, I don't know, I like it. I like the way it fits in my hand. It works really well. I'm thinking it's it just says grip on it. I don't know where I got it. I don't know if it came in a socket set or what, but I like the way it feels. You know, when I'm doing something, I'd probably use it most out of all of mine. I just recently, and you people, if you get a chance, hit your local pawn shops. I got this the other day at a pawn shop, and they had it marked for $24, and the only thing I had to do is put a battery in it. It works great. I haven't had a bit of trouble with it. I was surprised that they had it, you know, marked down at the pawn shop, and I just, you know, it's one of them things I picked up. I don't normally hit the pawn shop. I mean, once in a while I'll hit them about once a month or maybe once every 3 months, but I just happened to walk in there and find this, and the lady said they mismarked it, and she told me that she was good enough to let me have it for what the price on it was, and I don't think I could go wrong on it, so I jumped all over it. But this one I just got off the gear truck probably, I think it was 2 weeks ago. I've used it for tightening lugs on, and then I come back, and of course, you know, I check it. You know, the small one probably isn't the right one, but at least, you know, I check the torque on them, and it's just one of them things. I like to check the torque on them. I've had wheels come off before. A couple of these, I think this one is a Cobalt wrench. It works pretty good. I believe this one is either Cobalt or, oh, excuse me, it's a Westward, excuse me. You know, I've got a variety of wrenches with Blue Point here. I like my Snap-on extensions, and I got me a Snap-on breaker bar here that, you know, I use this one quite a bit. It was funny because he pulled in one day, and I broke the end out of my other one, and I believe it was I think it was a Home Depot one, and I took it back to Home Depot, and they gave me another one, but I broke the end out of it, and it was just one of them things. I lucked out that the Snap-on guy was here, and I could purchase that. I needed it the particular day. We were breaking some bolts loose. And then I've got this extension, and, you know, for those of you that know me, you know, I don't have a problem with Harbor Freight, and this one works good. And I can't remember how long that bad boy is. Let me grab a tape measure. It's 3 foot long. I've used it several times. If you'll notice on the end, that's the only thing I don't care. It's getting a little wear to it. But other than that, I've had this probably 8 years, I think. And then I got its twin. They came in a set. And I'm thinking that one was 2 foot, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong. It may be yeah, it's right at 2 foot. And this is all new to me, guys, doing the toolbox tour, so I don't, you know, I may screw up and I may say something wrong. It's just part of it. I'm trying. I've got some more standard, and then I got metric and standard. The Allens back there I use, you know, quite a bit. I've got the ones for the impact also that you can stick in your drill or your other one. Let's go to the next drawer. Like I said, this is all new to me. I just bought this set, got it around Christmas time. I use a lot of the Allens. It's made by DeWalt. They come in some plastic containers, and I just like how they fit in my box here. And there was, I believe this set was originally $26, and I think I got it for $19.99, and then this one was the same, and I got it for like $18.99, so I felt like I'd done a really good deal. Let me turn this radio down a little bit here.
It also may be the 17-point spectrum of performance.
This is my favorite set here. I use it. You've got a little T-handle that you can put in the deal, and it locks, or you can hook a ratchet wrench on it, and I use these a lot, especially the 10 and the 13 millimeter for taking Challengers apart. A lot of the Dodge Challengers and Chargers, you got to get up in the hole up in there to try to get, you know, the nuts and stuff loose, and I use them quite a bit. This is another part of Blue Point wrench set. I just keep them in here because it's easy to keep track of them. This gear wrench set, I love it to death. I don't know if you've all used these at all, but they're the bomb. You got your normal end, and then you got your swiveling ratchet part, and I've used them. It goes from 19 millimeter all the way down to 10 millimeter, and they're pretty pricey on this set, and same way with this set. They're up there in price, but that's just part of, you know. Then I got this off of eBay the other day, and you've got your Torx, you got 2 of your Phillips heads, you've got your some Torx, the smaller, shorter Torx, 3 different sizes of Phillips heads. You have the small one that goes in your drill or impact. I keep saying an impact, but it's not an impact. I'm not thinking clearly this morning. But anyway, you got your 5/16, and once again you have all the stuff. This one I like because I can take it with me if I get a car or something I need to go work on, or work on an interior. I can take this along, and I don't have to worry about, you know, losing them out of these sets here. This one's collapsible, and I like that it locks up and it fits in here, and I know where everything's at. I got all my tape measures here that I've put. I kind of like that this box has that, because my tape measures go there. This is this one I've had probably, this was one of the first tools that I got probably for Christmas from my folks, and it's just sentimental value in that. And I've had this probably since I was, I want to say 19 or 20. I mean, it's an old set. I've used them. They've saved me a lot of butt hurt, you know, to get the bolts or whatever loose. You know, at first when I seen them, I thought, oh, them won't work, but I think they work quite well. This is probably one of the first gear wrench deals that I got here, and I should get the other set. This set is the metric set. I like this set because you've got the Allen screw in there, and you can take it out and you can change these out, and you know, you can and as you'll notice, that one comes loose, comes out of there. And I have had this one. I think this is the one we took the end out, and we took another Allen and shortened it because we needed a specialty tool. And so I just cut the end out of an Allen and we stuck in there and tightened it up, and that's what I kind of like, that you could do that with them. Go down to the next drawer. This is my favorite drawer. I got the new grip, and then I have the old school. I just got this set probably a week ago. I like this set a lot. I've been using it here a lot lately. What I like about these, you can wipe them down really good with Windex and that, and they come clean. These here, some of them are getting stained, and I've had them about 6 months, maybe a year. And then I got the scraper set off of eBay. I think it was the scraper set and this set I'd bid on eBay and got them, and they're pretty reasonable. I got this set. If you guys do any interior work or door panels or taking front ends of cars off, you need to have this set. They help out. I've used this one. I bought this one of the first ones I got off the gear wrench truck. Don't get me wrong, it works good. You could see but it just seemed like with the snap-on set, I can get in spots that the other one don't get into. I like the long one because, like, for door panels and things, it helps give you leverage, and you're not so worried about popping the door loose or breaking something. My scraper set, I believe I got this off the gear wrench truck too. I like, the ends on these are sharp, and I like the smaller ones sometimes to get into a smaller spot. Don't get me wrong, I like my snap-on ones, but these I use quite a bit, if I don't want to get the other ones filthy. This pick set has saved me a lot of trouble, especially when I'm putting the front ends on the cars back together, because this hook here helps me get in to when you're putting the panels back on. I don't have to put a screwdriver or something in there to pry it out. This one I can hook it and it goes right together really quick. Next drawer is just basically old school wrenches. I haven't bought any wrenches in a while. This is Proto set. I've had it probably, I would say, close to 15 to 20 years. There's a couple missing down here, but this set I got when I was working in industrial maintenance for another company, and we had a $100 tool allowance a year, and you could either replace your tools or you could get only $100 worth of tools. And then I believe this set at the time was like $98, and I've seen the same set, and it's a little bit more nowadays, but I like the Proto. They've worked for me for a long time. It is the Proto Professional. I don't know if y'all have tried the gear wrench. I've had this set for a little while too, probably 2 years. I use these quite a bit. I like them because they're small, and I like the black. If I could have all my tools black, if you'll see a lot of these, excuse me, these are gear wrench, Western, Black Hawk, just a miscellaneous bunch of oddballs there. I've got the first gear wrench set that come out of the speed ratchets. I've had a couple of them that I'm going to try to get the gear wrench guy to warranty for me. I've kind of screwed the ends up, but these are the old school, and I laugh at people. I was using one of these one time, and I told the kid I was working with we probably should use the other end, because we were ratcheting something, and there's a the way the nut and bolt was when we were taking apart, if we'd have went too much farther, we wouldn't have got the wrench off, and we'd have had to cut the bolt off or whatever to get the wrench off. And that's what I didn't like about the old school ones. You could only go one direction, and the newer ones, if you'll see, it's got the switch to where you can go either way, and that's the way I like the new ones. Craftsman, from 10 millimeter all the way up to 17. The only thing I don't like about this set, it goes 10, 11, it misses the 12, goes 13, 14, 15, it misses the 16, and up to the 17. I think that's kind of foolish, but you know, that's the standard set. It starts at 5/16 and it goes all the way up to 11/16. What I like, it's got your 9/16 and a half. At least it didn't jump there, and same way with the 7/16. Them are the three I use the most. This is an old school set, kind of has sentimental value to me. A really good friend was nice enough, he got out of the business and he no longer uses any of them. This is an old school Snap-on set, and he used to work around muriatic acid, and he said you could not lay, that's why he bought Snap-on tools, is because the muriatic acid on it, all the other wrenches, he said it would turn the whole wrench this color. And he says this was laying on his bench, and you know, that's why they're a little bit discolored. But other than that, what I like about the Snap-on ones versus the cheaper ones, if you've got any kind of coolant line, any type of thing with air conditioning, power steering, if you round that edge off on that, you're screwed. And the Snap-on, I have not had them round the edge off. The others, even the Protos and that, I've screwed up a couple of them. And like I said, I've got, you know, several of the professional Protos, and you know, I worked in a factory, and we used these quite a bit up until he retired, and he just asked me if I wanted that set, and I was like, heck yeah. And then this set here is the new gear wrench, and you got 17 millimeter, you got 16 millimeter on one side, 18 millimeter, 19 millimeter. These wrenches are, you know, these two wrenches, that's all you really need for on some things. I'm not saying that, you know, they work for everything, but I like them. I mean, they work. With this one, it's 10, 12, I think it's 8, and yeah, 12. So I mean, if you get a chance to get one, get these. I mean, it works really good. These, I don't know if any of you worked in refrigeration or anything like that, but we call them refrigeration wrenches. These come in really handy, like if you worked in a cooler, or if you worked on some of the trucks and things on the refrigeration side of it. You definitely have to have one of these. And these are, once again, the old school. I think they make new ones out there that's you know, you could switch it to where you can go backwards or forwards, but anyway, just a junk drawer. I don't think y'all want to see the junk drawer. This set I got off of I believe it was Amazon. Y'all know what that is. Brake tool kit. I haven't got to use it yet. It's fairly new. This one, y'all can appreciate this. I got it off of eBay, and this was one of the best deals I've got in a long time. I think I give like $120 for it, and the Snap-on guy, I know what it goes for on the Snap-on truck, and I was afraid to even tell him, you know, what I got for it. There was a gentleman here the other day, and I showed it to him, and he thought I paid the full price for it, and when I told him, he totally freaked out. And I think what it was the guy put it on there wrong, and he told me, he said, I put it on there, you know, what you got it for was supposed to have been the starting bid, but I hit buy now, and you know, I got it fairly reasonable. So, you know, I told the guy, you know, I appreciate him doing what he did. You know, he didn't have to give it to me for that. He could have, but he said that, you know, he was committed, that, you know, he made the mistake, so he sucked up the cost. So I thought that was pretty nice of him. This I just got also. I don't know if you all have seen this. This on the Gear Wrench truck sells for quite a bit. I got it. It was on Amazon too. I like it that it has these in there, but these aren't as good as the ones I have. Even the Craftsman. But I like Gear Wrench stuff, and what I like about this set is I've got a set. See if I can't find them here. These here, if you can see, old school. I bought these. It's been several years ago when I got these, but I always used a crescent wrench on it. And I was just kind of messing around the other day, and I think it was this set. It may have been the other ones in the other drawer. But you can, I think, sorry guys. Anyway, it works with the this set, and I don't know, the half, you know, it's like half 13, I believe, or half inch to 13 that these will work on. And a lot of times, you know, like I said, I had to use a crescent wrench.